Check, check. One, two. Yo, what's going on? Kilson X here, back streaming again. We're going to do some more Tears of the Kingdom today. And unfortunately, I'm going to actually have to start my file over from the beginning because I learned something on my last stream from a couple of my viewers that were hanging out that you can actually get your horses carried over from your Breath of the Wild save file. But in order to do that, you need to have the save data on the same console as Tears of the Kingdom. And sadly, I bought a new OLED Switch with the purchase of Tears of the Kingdom, and this is what I've been playing the game on. But I didn't transfer my save data from my old Switch. So what that means is my Breath of the Wild save data is on my old Switch and not this one. So when I started playing the game, I wasn't actually able to successfully carry over the horse information from Breath of the Wild. So I don't have my Breath of the Wild horses. And to me, like as a 100% completionist, I really think that it's important for me to have all of the mounts possible, and that includes and all of the features. I want to explore all of the features of the game, so I really want to be able to explore that aspect of the game, which is to get the horses from Breath of the Wild into the Tears of the Kingdom. So in order to do that, we have to start a brand new file because once you start a file, it automatically will not let you get those horses if your account is not linked up before starting the file. So what I've done is I've plugged in my old Switch. We're going to be playing on my old Switch the intro of the game again until we get caught up to where I was before, which is down on the surface, just at the first stable. Thankfully, this time around, I'm not going to be doing a ton of experimenting or exploration. I've already kind of done that in my first playthrough of the Great Sky Island. So this time around, I'm going to be able to zip through everything pretty quickly, and we'll be able to get caught up to speed to where I was much faster this time. Um, what else? There's a couple other benefits because when I first started streaming this game, I didn't realize that the game sound wasn't working properly in the stream and on my recordings. So this time around, all the audio stuff is going to be fixed, and we'll be able to hear all of the dialogue and all of the opening cutscenes and all of the music and everything. Something that we didn't experience during the first stream because my audio wasn't linked up properly. So not only are we going to get the horse carryover from Breath of the Wild into Tears of the Kingdom by restarting, but we'll also be able to view the beginning of the game properly and get all of the audio of the game properly. And the last benefit is that I accidentally destroyed the Master Sword in the first playthrough, and I don't know if that matters or not, but this time around, I definitely will not break the Master Sword, and if there's any kind of benefit to that, well, we'll find out. So, yeah, there's kind of like three reasons that I want to start over, and thankfully I'm not that far into the game, so I don't feel too bad about it. I did get, I did collect a lot of stuff and make a lot of different recipes, so the unfortunate thing there is that I'm going to lose all of that stuff that I collected and all those recipes that I made. I am going to definitely do some hunting and foraging on the Great Sky Islands, but nothing as detailed as what I did that first time around. So, like I said, I'm going to try and zip through the opening parts of the game much faster this time to get up to speed to where we were, get our horses from Breath of the Wild carried over, explore that feature, because as a 100% completionist, I want to explore all features of this game, and that's an important one that if I didn't restart, I would not get to check it out. So, this is a very important thing to me. So we're going to be on my old Switch, and then once I have confirmed that the horses are crossing over, then what I'm going to do is transfer my save data from my old Switch to my new OLED Zelda Switch, and then we will continue playing the game on this Switch afterwards. So we're only doing the opening segment on the old Switch, and then we'll switch back to the new Switch. All right, so what are we going to do? Let's go to console. There we go. So this is my original Switch right here. You can see I've got multiple profiles up in the top left and a nice array of games. My new Switch only has Tears of the Kingdom so far. I haven't transferred any other games over. I might have to transfer Breath of the Wild. We'll see how that goes. But either way, yeah. I like how we have these are all the essentials, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Super Smash Ultimate, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, N64, Mario Kart Deluxe rather. So yeah, some good titles there. But what we're playing right now is The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, starting a fresh file, doing it all from scratch, getting the horse crossover, keeping the Master Sword, getting the proper audio for the intro and all the cutscenes. Without further ado, let's do this. Let's get started for real this time. That first round was practice. Now we're going to do it properly. Of course, we're going to be playing on the main Kills and profile. Kind of stoked to watch the intro again.
This strange gloom keeps getting thicker. We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are deeper than I thought. What could be down here?
Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. It just throws you right in. It's so cool. You have all your hearts, all your stamina. You can use the Master Sword. And we're beneath Hyrule Castle. You can throw the Master Sword. You can do Quick Slash. Link's got the full Champion's Tunic, the Hylian trousers, Master Sword. Too bad there's no Hylian shield. Now I know for a fact there's no reason to explore the water or anything. There's nothing.
People have been falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns. Though here it seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us. We'll keep going, with it coming up from beneath Hyrule Castle. We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link.
Oh.
Let's go solve this mystery.
Zelda's definitely a cutie. You can talk to her a few times, get some different dialogue. I never imagined this was all deep beneath Hyrule Castle. When I was a child, I asked my father if there was anything below the castle. He told me there was, though seeing it for ourselves or even discussing the matter was forbidden. No one in our family knew anything more than that. I can recall what my father said even now. No one must ever venture beneath the castle, not even one of us. He said this warning had been passed down through my family for as long as anyone could remember. We need to continue to explore this underground area, forbidden or not. The source of the gloom is down here somewhere. I am determined to discover the connection between this place and the emergence of the gloom. Let's keep on going. We're sure to find some clues to all of this ahead. I think that's her last thing. She'll repeat herself now. Yeah. And the first time I tried walking back up the stairs and you just get Zelda kind of scolds you. I mean, wouldn't mind seeing the text actually. Let's try it real quick. You can see our full stamina wheels too. Yeah, here we go. Link, has something caught your attention? Whatever it is, we can plan to look at it on our way back out. Let's continue our descent. Wonder if the Master Sword can run out of energy. I can't go into the shortcut commands. I can't look at the menu, so probably not. Can't check its durability. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to do the intro again, just for an opportunity to get a better understanding of all the events. Link, the masked sword. I love this log feature too. It must be sensing something. I knew we had a reason for concern. Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. But I never could have imagined anything like these tunnels were hiding here. We must be careful as we move deeper. Let's keep on going. Okay, yeah, same stuff. These are ruins from an ancient civilization. Wait, something is written here. Might these ruins be from the Zonai? These carvings! I'm sure the Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. The Zonai are said to have lived long ago, in the time of the earliest legend. They possessed godlike powers and had a prosperous civilization in the sky. Many history books tell us about the Zonai, but none gives us the full picture. Much is still unknown about them. She's gonna take a picture with the Puripad here, which will be in the Puripad once we inherit it, which is kind of cool. Is this what the Zonai look like? They seem so different than us, and such large ears. How did the ruins from a civilization in the sky end up here beneath the castle? It looks like the path ahead goes even deeper. Let's continue, Link. I love the creepy music. Super cool. I'm gonna fight some Keese. I can't parry them because I don't have a shield, but we can. Do that. Do that. And do that. A throw attack, a slash, and a
Are you,
spin.
Link?
No.
Look at these murals. The written histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King. Is it
Ganondorf.
possible? Do these murals depict the same legend? This is similar to the statues we saw earlier, a Zonai. And these figures look like Hylians. This depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens. is said that my ancestors, the first of Hyrule's royal family, were born from a union with gods who had descended from the heavens. These murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish the Kingdom of Hyrule. This figure, he seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom. This all aligns with what I've read during my studies. And then this, it shows the Demon King. And a fierce battle against him. If the creature depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then... Oh. Incredible! This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories. This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it. Link! This is a huge discovery!
So dramatic.
All right then, now to use this invention of Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh. It looks like the rest of the murals are obscured. Just what is this place? Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
She took 2 pictures there, but when you get the Pura pad later on, there's only 1 picture of that mural in the Pura pad, so just a little continuity error there. Not a big deal. Just wanted to point that out. Let's take a look in here just to make sure that we have everything set up the way we want. Can't use Amiibo yet. Yeah, you cannot use Amiibo until you've reached a certain point of the game. Try again after you've made some progress. Okay. Invert vertical camera. Invert horizontal camera. We don't want those things. Camera sensitivity, I am going to raise that to high. Aim with motion controls. Keep that enabled. I like motion controls. Swap jump controls, no. I'm used to playing Breath of the Wild with the traditional jump controls, so we'll keep that as it is. Lock minimap to north, no. Let's keep it dynamic. Let's keep it moving. HUD display, we are going to keep that normal for now. I'll change that to pro later on to get more of the screen and less information on screen. But for now I want to experience all aspects of the game, so I want to get all that information. Select how much information appears in the heads-up display. Normal, standard information displayed, pro, minimal information displayed. So yeah, we'll keep all that on normal. This I changed to dark before, so we'll go with that. Select the message window transparency, dark. I'm not really sure the difference. Maybe I'll just test out both at some point, but it's fine for now. Voice language, English. It is cool that you can have Japanese, French from France, French from Canada, which is kind of nice. German, Spanish from Spain, and Spanish from Latin America. It's cool how they have different dialects for the different areas of the world that speak those languages. I appreciate that. Italian, Russian. We'll keep it on English though. English, there we go. Okay, yeah, so that's all for the options. Special controls, we don't have any of these yet. We'll start filling that out as we go along. Right on. Keep moving. I can't tell you how excited I am. The murals down here, the images support so much of what historians have written about. I find myself wondering, how did this area come to be so forgotten? Why was our history left hidden here? Did the royal family in those ancient times want this place and these murals to remain secret and out of sight? I can't shake the feeling that I'm missing something here. Why would anyone want to keep this whole area a secret? It must be because of what's shown in those murals. I can only hope we'll find more answers farther below. The gloom is growing heavier as we go. It's more and more unnerving. I don't like the I don't like the look of this, but we must find our answers, Link. Now she's repeating again, so we'll keep moving. We're obviously going to come back here at some point and hopefully be able to destroy this. That looks like bomb walls. And we can expose this and see the whole mural. Also, this mural is on the box art of the collector's edition, all over the box art. It's pretty cool. And these 7 pendants here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, surrounding this Zonai goddess, they make me think that you might have to go into 7 main dungeons and collect them or something. There's a couple there too, being passed from the Zonai to the Hylian princess, which is most likely Zelda. Hylian. I used to say Hylian, but I know it's Hylian technically. The gloom's definitely getting thicker up ahead, yet we march onwards, despite the danger. Gotta stay ahead of Zelda. Gotta stay ahead of Zelda to protect her. Although it would be sweet if we could fight as Zelda and she had her own badass moveset. I'm sure I could rush ahead and skip to the cutscene or whatever, but just for the atmosphere. I'm hearing the music grow interactively as we descend. It's hard to walk in pace with Zelda. Link walks faster. What the shit? What do you think? That green light in the distance. I'm having the strangest sensation. This is all so ominous. What is this place? Let's continue, Link, but we must be extremely careful. It's weird that it gives you the option to not continue, because there's not really anything else to do down here, but oh well. Okay. Like that reverb.
What is that?
The Demon King. Ganondorf. I wouldn't touch that. That's why. Classic mistake. Oh shit. Yeah. When I did this the first time around, I totally predicted that we would lose all of our hearts and stamina and the Master Sword somehow. And this is how it all goes down.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda. You who carries that fragile sword. A Link. Rauru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
Getting ripped from the ground. Damn. Catcher! God damn. What a spectacle for the citizens of Hyrule. Those are the Sheikah. There's some Hylians in there too, Hylians in there. So Ganondorf emerged, Zelda disappeared, and Link is left underground, I guess. His arm is repaired. He's like a bionic man now. The Room of Awakening.
Link, finally you wake. I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda. Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death. Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
There's what's left of the Master Sword. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention I'm rocking my Hylian hat, my Hylian shield hat. Got my Triforce ring. It's kind of hard to see, but there's the Triforce there. And I'm a huge Zelda nerd. I've got Triforce tattooed on my arm. And this is a Skyward Sword, flashy Skyward Sword shirt. And I also have a heart pendant, heart container pendant that I'm wearing around my neck. So got all my stuff. I'm all decked out. All right, let's do it properly this time. The Decayed Master Sword. 1 damage, it's a one-handed weapon. The sword that seals the darkness. Its sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the gloom beneath Hyrule Castle. There it is in the inventory though, pretty sick. Use weapon. Attack with your equipped weapon. Y to attack. But I don't want to waste this weapon's durability because I learned in my first attempt before coming back to restart my game for the horse crossover for Breath of the Wild, I learned that this, if you break it, it stays broken. It doesn't get repaired like the original Master Sword. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep it intact. So we're going to do that. So I won't be using it essentially. I guess I'll keep it on my back for now. I just realized I'll have to watch the stream back, but I can't remember if Link had a strap around his body when he first awoke here. I don't think he did though. And then once you pick up your first weapon, he now has a strap. You can see that diagonal strap. But when we first started, there was no strap, so that's kind of a cool little feature. That's the only time in the entire game that Link doesn't have a strap. Even if I were to take this off, the strap is still there permanently now. So I didn't make note of it when it was happening, but I have the footage. It's on stream, and I've been recording it, and I'll be uploading it to YouTube. So we at least, we can acknowledge it now after the fact, and it did happen. And with that, we'll continue to move on. It's a fun little detail. You know what? I probably need to use the Master Sword to cut through this, unfortunately. Don't really have another choice. Yeah. Okay, it still hasn't taken any durability damage, apparently. It's still got that shine to it. So that's cool. I'm happy about that. No reason to explore around. There's nothing else in this room. We'll examine this. Nice. So we can get through the door because we turned the gears on. Excuse me. It's okay, boy. I got my cat sleeping next to me, and if I sneeze or cough, he usually meows because he's concerned for me. It's kind of cute. There's a door up there that I never noticed before, but I came back and found it later on. But we can't get up there right now, one way or another. We don't really have any abilities yet that will help us get up there. I don't think I can climb these walls, can I? No, I can't, yeah. Either way, we don't have no reason to go up there for now. But we will have some fun diving as we go through these chambers. There's a nice big one. Landing in water, even from a great height, will prevent you from taking fall damage. I love that diving is such a big part of this game. They really upped the ante with the diving mechanics. You can do a lot more with dives than you could in Breath of the Wild. And yes, the obligatory Vista scene to open the game. And Link is technically still underground, but the ground was raised into the sky, so we're about to see the whole world ahead from the sky. Get some treasure as well. The archaic legwear, simple classic legwear, +1 defense. They're well worn and showing their age, but they've still got a few good years left in them. It can be a bit cumbersome to have to tie the straps. Open inventory, equip weapons, armor, and other gear here. Yeah, we'll slap those on, why the hell not? There we go. Now Link's got a little bit more covering him. And that's it for now. We will be back up here later on. There go the birds. And here comes the fanfare. yeah, I guess there's not really an opening fanfare. I can't remember now. Maybe if I jump there will be. And I think they make it so you can't get up here right now, but there is stuff on top of there, so we'll get back for that later as well. But for now, I think it's jumping time. Yeah, here we go. Here's the opening. So sick. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. So sick. Gotta love it. And I love how you can hold R during a free fall to start a dive. Okay, so this is my 7th stream of this game. If you've watched any of the streams, you'll know that I've gone through quite the detailed exploration of this whole place. But sadly, now that we're starting again, I won't have all of the benefits of having done that full exploration. I am going to do some exploration, but nothing at the level that I did before. And we know how the mechanics work now, so we're going to be able to move a lot faster through the game, which will be good. Might just go around the perimeter here and grab a few things. If your stamina wheel runs out, you'll be too tired to do certain actions until it fills up again. We've got 2 tabs in our inventory now. We've got armor and weapons, plus the settings tab. Sky Shroom, a common mushroom that grows near trees on Sky Islands. Eat it to restore health. So I can cut trees and try to get a stick with the Master Sword without destroying the durability. Yeah, see, it's still full durability. And here we go, our first stick. Or tree branch, rather. Tree branch, plus 2 attack, or 2 attack power. It's a one-handed weapon. Wooden branches such as this are pretty common, but it's surprisingly well balanced. It doesn't do much damage, but can serve as a weapon in a pinch. Select weapons. Equip or take out a weapon from your inventory. Step 1, press left and hold on the D-pad. Step 2, use the right stick to select your weapons. And we can do that just like this. That's pretty cool. I'm going to keep the Master Sword just for cutting grass and maybe getting more sticks from little trees. Restless Cricket, a very energetic cricket. Cook it with monster parts to create a stamina recovery elixir. Very good. Nice, another tree branch. Definitely going to be a bit annoying retracing our steps through this whole island. I'm not going to do as deep of a search, but I do want to get some stuff still. Throw a weapon. You can throw the weapon in your hand. Step 1, press and hold the R button. Step 2, release the R button. Let's give that a try. Let's just throw it right off the island. Shoots, he scores! Yeah, so that's the throw command. It's pretty cool. And yeah, our inventory was getting filled up with sticks, so we didn't need all that. It would be cool to throw a stick and kill that bird. I doubt I'll be able to. You never know, though. Dang, I just missed him. I overthrew it. Too bad. Okay, cool. So just wanted to do a quick run around the lake, and then let's continue on. Get some of those early game items that we got last time. Another sky shroom, excellent. Can't open the map yet. I guess we need the Purapad first, which we're about to get from one of these Zonai creations. Constructs, they're called. How about we have a guy here? Let's kill him. Crouching increases your stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes and animals. Unfortunately, he still saw me, so let's just back off. I want to get a sneak strike kill on this guy. We'll go back into position and then I'll sneak strike him. Oh wow, he's really following me. Okay then, that's okay. Flurry Rush, jump out of the way of an attack at the last minute and execute a perfect dodge. Any attack that causes your weapon to break becomes a critical hit, dealing 2 times damage. See you later, pal. Soldier Construct Horn. A blade-like horn from a soldier construct. It's very sharp, so handle with care. Zonai Charge. A material used as a power source for constructs and other devices. Its strange light seems to reveal potent energy inside. We'll have to sneak strike another guy. That's okay, though. Some birdies and our first upgraded tree branch into a wooden stick. This does 4 damage. It's a single-handed weapon. A tree branch with an added grip and excellent balance. Equip it and use it as a weapon. Nice. I thought I might not have enough room in my inventory, but I guess I do, so good. Now, this is a cool feature. When you hit tree or wood structures with a tree branch or other wood, it doesn't lose durability. And you can also knock apples out of a tree, which is awesome. Apple. Recovers half a heart, a common fruit eaten by people since ancient times. Eat it fresh or cook it to increase its effect. Very good, very good. Can't remember if there's a bird egg up here. No. Whoa. Wasn't expecting to grab onto that. That's cool. Let's see if we can get a bird egg in one of these trees. Or possibly a beetle on a tree. Oh, I think there was a beetle there and I scared it away. God damn. And no bird eggs. Too bad. Oh well. Might as well throw this since it's broken, and then we'll pick this one up. Let's talk to this dude and we'll learn more about the game and the puripad that we're about to receive. Wasn't sure if this thing was going to be good or bad the first time I encountered it. Then right here I realized it was good. Steward Construct. Link, I have waited for you. Princess Zelda left something for you in my care. Puripad. This is the Puripad. I am told it is an invaluable tool that will provide you with direction. Very nice, looking sleek. Looking good. The Puripad, Princess Zelda's prized device. It has a variety of features that are essential for adventure. You can see that in our new key items tab. Puripad. Use the features of the Puripad here. Mine is to open. We can now get the map of the Great Sky Island, or the Great Skyland as I like to call it. So there we go. And find Princess Zelda. This is our first objective, which we can see now in the adventure tab, the adventure log. And our first quests, main quests, find Princess Zelda, the new quest, the first quest. Find Princess Zelda, given to us by the Steward Construct who we're talking to right here in front of us, on the Great Sky Island, exactly where we're located. You found yourself on a strange island in the sky after you awoke. A Steward Construct claimed that Princess Zelda gave it her Puripad, all to get it into your hands. The device's map shows a yellow point of light. The construct said that's where you'll find the princess. So we've got that set. Here we go. I received it from Princess Zelda. I have now passed it on to you. My records indicate that Princess Zelda is waiting at the location marked on its map. My message has been delivered. Where am I? We stand in the Garden of Time. The Temple of Time is visible from here. It was used in the distant past. Many rites and ceremonies of the kingdom were held there. It's cool, it looks like a dojo. But no more. Now it is a lonely place. No one visits. Main quests, new objective, find Princess Zelda. I think that's what I just looked at. Nice, that's a little animation that you get for opening the Pura pad for the first time. The first time I opened it, I used the select button in the menu, so we didn't get that animation, but this time was our first time without the prompt, so we get that animation as a one-time thing. Now it'll just automatically go in. That's the first time Link does it, so you get to see that little animation. It's kind of cute. And the adventure log, yeah, it's the exact same as what we just read off. And if you look at the albums tab, these are the 3 pictures that Zelda took. Oh, you know what? I was actually wrong. For some reason I thought this one was somewhere else, but this is part of the mural, and she did take 2 pictures at the mural. And I was saying earlier that there was a continuity error. I in fact was wrong, because these are both from the mural, so she took both of those pictures during the opening scene there. So that's cool. Continuity is correct. Excellent work. Also, that's cool. These are cool pictures, and I'm glad they're still in the album. The Zonai statues, the Zonai and the Hylian princess, and the Demon King and his hordes and minions, with Link holding the torch in the foreground. This is the Garden of Time. My records indicate that Princess Zelda is waiting at the location marked on the map, found in the pad. Garden of Time? Yes, this is the Garden of Time. The structure visible to the north is the Temple of Time. It was used in the distant past. Many rites and ceremonies, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Apologies, I cannot help but reminisce. Even though you're a robot? Head to the indicated location. Take care as you do so. Sweet. We can activate this and continue on our way. We don't have a shield, so we can't do a shield jump, and there's no other way to get across here right now, so we just have to do the activation and do it the vanilla way. It's all good. This game gets pretty wacky, and there's a lot you can do, and a lot of different ways you can achieve objectives, so pretty soon we're going to have wild powers, and we won't need to use pedestrian bridges like this. Okay, this guy will have a Zonai charge for us. New material. Material used... Oh no, we did pick up one of these. Material used as a power source for constructs and other devices. Its strange light seems to reveal potent energy inside. Yeah, that's our second one of those. We're gonna jump off this platform, but let's go over here and talk to this next construct first. Apples out of this tree. Very nice. Smash these jars. I must protect myself. Wait, that's my Korok voice. I must protect myself. Oh wow, I was worried I was gonna lose that apple. That was clutch how it landed there. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. You've been a good stick, thank you for your service. Hello, you seem to be new here. Do you intend to use that as a weapon against the soldier constructs? Soldier constructs? Soldier constructs are those of us given strict orders to protect this land. The Zonai who created us directed them to eliminate trespassers. They will consider you a trespasser. You must treat them as a serious threat. They will consider you a trespasser. You must treat them as a serious threat. They were programmed thousands of years ago, and they can't really go against their programming, so there's nothing we can do about it. They're technically fighting for the good guys, I guess, the Zonai. But they don't know that we're also a good guy. Allow me to offer this unsolicited advice. It is crucial to maintain a proper distance and target your opponents. Swinging haphazardly will not yield results. Lock on. Effective for targeting. ZL, hold and press ZL. Press and hold ZL. You may practice targeting on me if you want. Oh, but please do not actually attack. Danger. Danger. Seems like that's about it in this pavilion. Your behavior is a threat. Just had to try attacking him because he told me not to. Okay, now we're gonna jump off this platform. Down we go! Nice, I caught it before I landed. Look, Link is in a diving animation. That other one is frozen. Okay, I'm glad to know you can catch them before you land, because it's hard to catch them after you land. That's a new one, the hot-footed frog. A quick frog that can be found hopping around near the water. Cook it with monster parts to dry out its speed boost effect. I wonder if we can try and get that other one. It's gonna get away from me, though. Nice, we got him. Probably not gonna be able to get the third one. It's long gone. Oh, it's there, but it's gonna disappear on me. Ah, it just got away. Damn it. Oh well. We got 2 of the 3. That's pretty good. Trundle some rocks into the pond. Why not? Okay, what we're gonna do is, I obviously want to explore this place and get some stuff, but I want to progress. I want to progress the main campaign and go into the shrines and get all my power-ups, and then we'll have a much easier time exploring the rest of the island after that. We'll look around to see if there's any beetles randomly. Looks like, yep, that tree over there has some bird eggs. Bird egg. A fresh, one full heart of recovery. A fresh bird egg necessary for making dishes such as omelets and crepes. You can snag them from birds' nests if you're sneaky. Nutritious and delicious, perfect for cooking. Most excellent. Let's sneak strike this guy. This should be hopefully an easy one. Got it. Sneak up on an enemy and unleash a melee attack to do some major damage. You get a prompt when you go behind them. Press Y to do a sneak strike, so that's fun. Okay, we got a couple items that we knew about already. Let's get rid of this in favor of the wooden stick. Grab this. Spicy pepper, a new item. Recover half a heart of health. This pepper is exploding with spice. Cook with it to create dishes that will raise your body temperature and help you withstand the cold. great because there's a cold area right there. Okay, yeah, I want to try and cook at every cooking pot in the world. That'll be one of my personal achievements. Also, let's mark it on the map. Can I get on top without burning? Seems like it might not let me. Yeah, it's gonna just... What if I just jump over it and then pause while I'm over top of it? Because I want to put a marker down. I want it to be as centered as possible. A little bit to the right. Whatever, we'll go with that. It's close enough. Oh, backed out accidentally. There, that's good. We'll put a cooking pot right there. Nice. Excellent. Alright, let's cook. Let's make a spicy pepper dish. I'm just gonna make one by itself. Nice, our first recipe and a new recipe. I love how Link hums different old Zelda themes when he's cooking. It's pretty cool. So this new recipe, the spicy sautéed pepper, grants us a low-level cold resistance. The spiciness of these sautéed pepper has been broken by the heat for a sweeter taste. We get a full heart of recovery, and we get a low-level cold resistance, level 1 cold resistance for 2.5 minutes from a single pepper, so that's not bad. To check a meal's ingredients, select it from your inventory and then select Check Recipe. Here's our inventory. We just got food, the food tab, so these are prepared meals. There's our first prepared meal. We can check the recipe with X, and we can look at our recipe book, which is very cool. So every time you get a new recipe, it'll appear in your recipe book. That's the 14th recipe in the game. Sauteed peppers. There's the description, which we read already, and the ingredients that we put into it. Now I can try two. This should make a stronger meal of the same type. I didn't recognize that song that he sang that time. So this doubles the effect because we put in two, so that's pretty easy. Spicy sauteed peppers. This time it's 2 hearts, and it gives us 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes, 2.5 minutes. One heart, 2 hearts, so it's exactly double. And if we look in our recipe book, now we can look at the history and we can see that we've made one using 1 and one using 2 and the results of that. So that's kind of cool. Now let's try 3. Theoretically, it should give us 3 hearts in 7.5 minutes based on what we've just seen, but I don't know if it'll do that exactly. I don't know that melody either. Okay, nice. It did triple it. Spicy sauteed peppers, 3 hearts of recovery, 7.5 minutes of low-level cold resistance. Not bad. And we can also make an omelet. New recipe, the omelet, 2 hearts of recovery. This simple dish is common all over Hyrule. Simply fry egg until it's nice and plump. Excellent. We can make a simmered fruit dish with an apple. Gerudo Desert that he just hummed. New simmered fruit, 1 heart of recovery. The sweet dish is made by heaping tasty fruits into a pan and simmering until tender. Let's try 2 this time. Ocarina of Time, Hyrule Field. Simmered fruit for 2 hearts this time by using 2 apples. And 3. Should give us 3 hearts. Yep, 3 hearts for that simmered fruit with 3 apples. Let's try 4. I don't know that melody, or at least not the way he's singing it. There we go, 4 hearts with 4 apples for the simmered fruit. We do similar thing with the sky shrooms. Sorry, a song, The Lost Woods. New recipe, mushroom skewer, half a heart of recovery. The simple mushroom-packed skewer has its colorful presentation to thank for its appeal. And we will do 2. Sorry. There we go, 2. Zelda's Lullaby. Mushroom skewer for a full heart of recovery by putting 2 in. 3. Mushroom skewer for 1.5 hearts of recovery. And 4. The goddess lullaby or whatever, goddess theme from Skyward Sword. Mushroom skewer for 4 hearts, or for 2 hearts rather, that's 4 mushrooms, and we'll try 5 mushrooms. Should give us 2.5 for hearts of recovery. Sorry, it's song. Here we go, 2.5 hearts of recovery for the mushroom skewer for the 5. And now we can look in these recipes. So we've got some new recipes, mushroom skewer, and we can view the history. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 mushrooms. So we've got all the different combinations there. We got 1, 2, 3 peppers. We didn't have any left over for 4 and 5. And likewise with the apples, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't have enough apples left over for 5, but we'll do those ones eventually. And then we also got the omelet, recipe 112. And there's no history for that because we've only made one of them. So we've unlocked the first recipe, which is mushroom skewer. Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't make the mushroom skewer first this time, but on my very first time that I started the intro a few days ago, the mushroom skewer recipe number 1 was my very first recipe. So even though I didn't do it first this time, it still was the very first Tears of the Kingdom recipe I ever made. So that's kind of cool that my first recipe was recipe number 1 in the book. So yeah, we got recipe number 1, mushroom skewer, recipe number 14, sauteed peppers, recipe number 47, simmered fruit, recipe number 112, the omelet. So far it seems like there's over 200 recipes, at least from what I've seen, so there's a lot. What else can we make? We can try just try mixing all 3 of these together, I guess. See what happens. Nice, a new one, fruit and mushroom mix, so that it kind of overrode the egg. Oh well. New, 3.5 hearts of recovery. This dish contrasts the sweetness of fruit with the savoriness of the mushrooms. Nice, that actually sounds good. I would eat that. It's kind of like a fruit omelet, if you think about the egg in there too. You got fruit, mushroom, and egg. And just to be thorough, let's make a dubious food with one of these insects. I'll use the cricket over the frog because the frog is more valuable to me. If we had a monster part, we could make an elixir. So that's bad sound effects like pots and pans smashing together. And that produces dubious food. So the sound there indicated that that was not going to be a successful meal. And we made dubious food, but that's still in the recipe book. We still need to make it, so we got it done. The new recipe, dubious food, 1 heart of recovery, still gives you some health, so it's not bad. It's too gross to even look at. A bizarre smell issues forth from this heap. Eating it won't hurt you, though. Probably. It'd be kind of funny if it had random effects and sometimes it did hurt you instead of healed you. And I think this also produces dubious food rather than rock hard food, so we're not going to cook these because we can't get any other new recipes. There's the dubious food, and it appears as recipe 145 in our recipe book. In this case, we used a cricket to produce it, but you can do a lot of things to make dubious food. New recipe, done. Okay, so that cooking pot has been used. Made a couple recipes. We even made some cold resistance for when we want to go up into the mountains. We're not going to do that right now. We're just going to go to, what do you call it? Dang, I lost durability from that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I'll get more sticks. Wooden sticks. We're just going to go to the Temple of Time. I won't pass up items along the way though. Nice, couple Zonai charges from these ruins. And we're about to get our first Korok. That was a Korok flower. We follow the flowers and we'll be able to get a Korok. Here's the little guy. Yeah! You found me! Huh? You're not Hestu? That's cool. I got a different Korok to say this to me the first time around, so it's kind of cool that different Koroks can go through this whole spiel. But, you see me! I didn't know someone like you could see children of the forest. Haven't you heard of the Great Link? We already went through this in Breath of the Wild 6 years ago, man. Well, if you see Hestu, please return this to him. Korok seed. This small seed was given to you by a Korok, little bastard. Our first Korok seed. It has a distinct smell. If you gather a bunch of them, you never know what may happen. We can see that in the inventory. That's our second key item. It's kind of cool. And yeah, there's a Korok seed. I have no idea how many are in this game. Another 900, maybe we'll find out. Nintendo's keeping the meme and the troll alive with the Korok poop, golden poop that we have to collect. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too, so you should keep an eye out while you wander. We can take a look at the whole conversation log. Also, I like that you don't see an NPC's name tag until you speak with them. So one thing we'll be doing to 100% our file is getting everything's name tag, everyone's name tag throughout the whole world. Now, sadly, I don't have a rock to drop on this Korok. I like to drop a rock on a Korok. It's just kind of fun. I don't know if there's a rock around here. I'll drop one of these jars on it. Nice, our first arrow, a common arrow. Its shaft was carved from the wood of a sturdy tree. We'll take this jar around and drop it on the Korok. Sorry, little guy, it had to be done. Bye-bye! We've got to hit every Korok at least once with something. Also, we have to make note of each different Korok because they all have different looks to them. So this guy has a heart-shaped face with a tan beige body and a sly smile, a squinty eye, and an open eye, and a sly grin in his mouth, and a twig in his left hand with 4 berries attached. Very nice little dude. Have a good day. What should we name him? Let's name all the Koroks in the game too. This guy's name is Corbunzel. Corbunzel the Korok. Number 1. Take care, Corbunzel. Hopefully you make it back to the Korok Forest at some point. There goes some birdies. That's okay. We'll get them eventually. I want to get some Chickaloo tree nuts. It'll be much easier when we have a bow and arrow. Oh, nice. An amber. It's our first ore. Amber, a fossilized resin with a caramelesque sheen to it. It's been valued as a component in decorations and crafting since ancient times. Nice. Take some apples. Absolutely. Apple-salutely. Terrible joke. Sky Shroom. Zonai Charge. Must have gone in here. Yeah. Been through all these ruins. Try to be systematic, I guess. I'm pretty sure I've crossed this island and this island off. It's hard to remember though. This island for sure I've crossed off, so let's put a star to indicate that this island is done. So I don't really need to go back to and explore it too much. This island I can't remember, to be honest. I think not. We'll go back and check that later on. But this one for sure. So as we explore islands, we'll try to cross them off, then I know I don't have to go back. See if there's any fish in this pond. Oh, I see some froggies. The hot-footed frogs are great because you can make hasty elixirs, and that's really helpful at early stages when you don't have a lot of stamina. Definitely gonna make some hasty elixirs once I get some monster parts. No! Oh man, it just disappeared. Link climbed the wall. So frustrating. You run after it and then you just like grab something random or fall somewhere random. Oh well. Got 2 of 3. That's good, that's good. Crouching just in case there's a beetle on this tree. Look it. Nope. We have bird eggs. Yes, we do. Nice. Okay, let's just get into the Temple of Time. We can come explore this after. Although I will kill this guy. Oh, you know what? We should be able to roll some boulders onto some guys that I didn't get a chance to do the first time because I killed the guys before I found the boulders, so that'll be fun. Not too worried about these birds. I'll hunt them when I've got some bows and arrows. Right now I don't have great stuff to hunt with. crush these guys, though. This is always fun. You know what? Maybe I'll try to get this guy with this one. Nice. When he goes back into position, hopefully I can roll it that way at him. Might have been able to get a twofer, both with one boulder, but I kind of wanted to try both boulders for the fun of it. Yeah, direct strike. Beautiful. Nice, and we get a new type of weapon, the long stick. Does an attack value of 2, and it has a spear. It's a spear type weapon. A long stick fashioned from a tree branch. Its straight shape makes it work well as a lunging weapon. And I guess we'll just drop this. And I guess we'll just drop this. The wooden sticks are better. Okay, let's see if we can sneak strike this guy. Maybe we can get up behind him and drop down behind him. He's gonna hear me fall though, that's the only problem. Okay. He's gonna turn around, or will I have an opportunity? Looks like he's pretty focused on facing that direction. He's pretty fixated over there, so we might be able to get away with this. It's only gonna take a stick to kill him, so I want to use the stick, or the tree branch instead of the stick rather. Oh, now he's moving, god damn it. Gotta get in there quickly before he turns around. Nice. Excellent, Zonai charge, and a horn, construct horn. Take that wooden stick that he dropped. No beetles. What about birds' eggs? No to that tree and no to that tree. Okay. Cool. Quick visit to this Zonai construct, and then we'll head up into the Temple of Time. I'm still, doing a bit of a decent search, but nowhere near as slow as the first time around. We're actually getting through things a bit faster. He's going to teach us about roasting items in the fire. Hello, were you lured in by the delicious smells? I assume so. Ingredients are especially fragrant when roasted by a fire. They may also be tastier and more nutritious. I would not know. You're roasting them? Oh, you are unfamiliar to me, Steward Construct. My apologies. Among my tasks is to explain anything that first-time visitors might require knowledge of. You may have questions about this place. Please rest assured that a construct can answer them. I recall that your question was about roasting food. I roast ingredients by placing them beside the fire. I do not eat, but I am given to understand that it improves the taste. Our creators roasted ingredients in order to enhance their nutritional value. Do you have ingredients? I invite you to use this fire to roast them. Excellent, we shall. We'll get a bunch of new recipes here. The first one is laying right there for us to pick up. New recipe, the Toasty Sky Shroom. Half a heart of recovery, a simply grilled sky shroom. The heat brings out its flavor and increases the amount of health it can restore. So we're gonna try roasting a couple different things. A spicy pepper, an egg, and an apple. We already got a sky shroom, but let's roast one because we haven't roasted it ourselves. So we want to make sure we make that ourselves too. We'll toss them all in, and we'll just pick them up. Oops. That's not good. The egg's gonna break. And the apple disappeared. Man, I just ruined a bunch of my ingredients. That's frustrating. Well, we got the toasty sky shroom. So I picked up the pepper before it cooked. The egg, I think, broke right away. I'm throwing it maybe? I don't know. And the apple was on fire. It flew up in the air and it burned up before I could pick it up. So I tried to do them all at once. That wasn't a good idea. Thankfully, we do have another egg here. But I have to throw it without breaking it. Gotta try and throw it a little bit softer maybe. Can't roll it into the fire, that's annoying. Okay. There we go, that'll do. Campfire egg. New recipe, the campfire egg, a heart and a half of recovery. Roasting a bird egg whole in its shell like this helps retain water, making the egg a bit chewier than usual. It's cool though, it still sounds good. I would have a campfire egg. Excellent. Let's now do the apple by itself. Excellent. New baked apple, 3/4 of a heart. Direct heat has softened and sweetened this apple. Eat it to restore 3/4 of a heart. Nice. And then last but not least, well, it is least because it screwed me over, the spicy pepper in the fire. As you can see, it creates an updraft. It's kind of interesting. It's a unique property. It's cool. Oops. I guess you have to hold it in there longer. I was only joking about being least. It's actually a very cool property that you can do that. It's a good trick. And we get the new charred pepper. Yo, that would be so good, a charred pepper. 3/4 of a heart of recovery. A pepper that's been gently caressed by an open flame. It's much less spicy now. Perfect, and we talked to this guy already. Got his name tag above his head now. Double check, he has got nothing new to say. You are welcome to warm yourself by the fire. I encourage you to roast any ingredients that you brought with you. Maybe another time. Yeah, we already went through that whole dialogue with him, so we can skip it this time. You are welcome to visit again. Okay, sweet. So that's all taken care of. Let's actually just check our recipe book real quick to see the new recipes. Charred pepper 149, baked apple 147, toasty sky shroom 165, campfire egg 197. I think that's it. Oh, fruit and mushroom mix. I skipped that before. 46. That was from earlier. Good stuff. So we're getting our recipe book filled up. Off to the Temple of Time. It took me a while to come here the first time around because I was off exploring really slowly around the island. This time, it's gonna be a different story. Rushed, bitch! Sorry. Goodbye. Soldier construct horn, zone I charge, and we get a couple new weapons. A shield, our first shield, and a new weapon. The old wooden shield, and this is a nice looking shield. This is, I feel like this was in some of the commercials for the game and whatnot. Does the amiibo have it? No, the amiibo doesn't have a shield. The new Link amiibo. Speaking of which, we'll probably have to use that pretty soon. Once the ability to. I don't think I can use the amiibos yet. Old wooden shield, +2 defense. Old wooden shield, defensive value of 2. An aged, worn-out wooden shield. It can withstand lighter attacks such as arrows. There it is. Very good. Raise your shield. Block when using a one-handed weapon. Press and hold ZL. Just like that. I love this dirgy, ballady, Miles Davis, Temple of Time music. Maria Schneider big band with Miles Davis meeting. Sort of reminds me of like something like that. Obviously they never worked together, they're from different eras. Miles Davis died before Maria Schneider was relevant, but they just, it has like a bit of a Sketches of Spain by Miles Davis kind of vibe, but it also has big band orchestration by Maria Schneider vibe, and it also has original Temple of Time from Breath of the Wild vibes too. So it's kind of a cool fusion of a few different things. I like it. And it's tasteful as well. The Rusty Broadsword, an attack value of 5. It's a one-handed weapon. This once fearsome sword has seen better days. It can do some damage in the right hands, but also breaks quickly, i.e. sneak strikes. You can actually do a decent amount of damage with it if you think carefully and use your sneak strikes. We're gonna put that away for now in favor of a club. Let's enter the Temple of Time. Let's check the adventure log. Yeah, it's the same. Hasn't been updated.
That door will open only to those with sufficient power.
The voice we heard at the beginning of the
I'm
game.
sorry. I did not intend to startle you. It was I that spoke to you earlier. That arm originally belonged to me. I am Raru.
Raru, source of the right arm. He's one of the sages in Ocarina of Time, although he's a man or a Hylian. Now he's a Zonai.
Forgive me for appearing to you in this manner. Unfortunately, I no longer have a physical form.
An ancient Zonai ghost, just like Bosphoramus of Hyrule.
In any case, that arm should allow you to open this door. It seems to have lost the power to do so. You might be able to restore it, but you would need to enter a place filled with sacred light. Ah, of course. Why not visit the shrines on this island?
Oh yeah, I forgot you can't get into the Temple of Time just yet. You gotta visit the shrines first. You have to return here 3 times. Once before the shrines, once after the shrines, and then once
Yes, I'm sure they are the key.
at the end of the whole Great Sky Island. Nice, so there's our first shrine that we're gonna enter. The Closed Door. Main quests. New objective, the Closed Door. Open adventure log. Your adventures will be detailed here. Mine is to open. So now we've got 2 quests. We have Find Princess Zelda and the new quest that we just got, the Closed Door. So with the Closed Door, new quest given to us by Roru in the Great Sky Island. When you tried to open the door to the Temple of Time, Raru appeared and said he was the original owner of your new arm. He also said you need to revitalize the arm so the power of its touch will open the door. To do that, visit the island's shrines. A green light spirals above each of them. And Find Princess Zelda is still the same, hasn't been updated, so that's fine. We don't need to read that again. So we don't have the power to get in yet. we gotta go power up our arm by visiting the shrines. Let's open up the Shikapad scope, and that's the first time we did that, so we got a little animation of Link holding up the Shikapad to look through the scope. And you get 6 pins that you can mark down, and these pins of light act as like navigational beacons. So we'll put one right on top of this shrine, and that's our first pin that we've ever placed. I forget what this text says in Sheikah writing. It's probably the same as Breath of the Wild. We'll have to decipher that at some point. Actually, maybe I will get hieroglyph deciphering keys, legends, and then I will use them as we play the game and try to decipher things. That'll be fun. I'm tempted to get that right now, but I don't want to stop the flow, so I'll do that before the next stream. Nice, so there's our first shrine and our first marker, our first beacon. There's a couple other shrines that we can mark. There's one here. You want to aim for that. There's one that I can't see, which is over that way somewhere, but we can't quite see it yet, so we'll place the marker down when we are able to see it. And then there's also one way up in the sky up here, so we're going to place a marker up there as well to indicate that that's where one of the shrines are that we're looking for. There's 4 of them in total. Okay, perfect. So let's get to the first shrine. So this rock off the cliff just because we can. Some poor bokoblin will get hit way down there. Oh, it might land in the lake. Can't see it render that far. It's cool how you can see the land below. It's quite foggy and cloudy, so you don't get a clear view, but you do see some of it. Oh yeah, the day-night cycle started by activating the Temple of Time, so we're going to see our first nighttime. That'll be interesting. Oh, we got a guy with a bow. I'm going to let him shoot some arrows, just so we can collect some of these arrows. Also, there's some laying around already, so we'll get those too. Might as well get as many arrows as we can. Probably stop dropping them soon. Yeah, not dropping anymore. But I can get some in my shield now, which is cool. I'm curious though, does that take shield durability? Probably. So right now our shield is fully durable, right? Let's find out if this affects it. Yeah, it does take shield durability, but you get arrows for it, so that's kind of a cool thing. I'll just do it twice, just to say that we did it. But I want to save shield durability. Okay, let's kill this fool. Elden Ring style, jump slash. That's cool, you can still do a melee attack. Let's try and parry the arrow, because I haven't done that yet. It's difficult to get the timing down. It's okay, we can eat some of these dishes that we made. Let's start with the dubious food. Oh, this guy wants to tango too, eh? Okay, this is annoying because I just want to parry the arrow right now. this guy. Let's get back to trying to throw a weapon at an enemy to perform a critical hit, dealing twice the damage, which we just did. So we got that taken care of, that action. Let's try the parry. Nice. Press A to deflect an attack with your shield right before it lands for a perfect guard, aka parry. Ooh, a bundle of arrows. That's our first bundle of arrows. And our first bow. Old wooden bow. Attack value of 4. It's a bow weapon. A wooden bow from the olden days. It's built for hunting, but it's not very powerful. Attack with a bow. Equip a bow to attack enemies from afar. Step 1, press and hold ZR. Step 2, release ZR.